Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. In the short video, I'm going to answer a question that was emailed to me and is, I have a sugar craving. How do I wean myself off sugar? What do I do? What do you recommend? Now, I think about sugar, yes, it's very, very addicting. And on the average, 15% of our daily energy comes from sugar. It's very sweet. And it's easy to consume. All you gotta do is lick your finger, put it in there. You get a little bit of a sugar rush. The thing about sugar is that yes, it's very, very addicting. But before I talk about that, if you're new to my channel, thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification next to it. Facebook fans, I always appreciate a growing audience. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button, and if you find this information valuable, please share with a friend. Okay, so let's talk about sugar. Sugar sure is very, very sweet. And sugar, a lot of times it's hidden because it's hidden in our comfort foods, it's hidden in our desserts, it's hidden in our breads. We love sugar. Sugar is awesome. The thing about sugar, the reason why we crave it is because every time you take in sugar, you get this insulin release from the pancreas, you get the sugar spike, and then you get the sugar crash. And once you get the sugar crash, what happens? Then you get the sugar cravings because you want to come back up again. And this teeter-totter that comes up and down is not good for our system. In the future, it may lead to teeth decay, it may lead to stomach irritation, even erosion. Heck, it may even make you insulin dependent, insulin resistant, type 2 diabetic, type 1.5 diabetic, organ failure. Yes, sugar is very, very addicting and we consume a lot of it. Now, sugar is hidden. The name means it's hidden in the name because you can always find sugar when you look at the suffix of OSE. Glucose, fructose, galactose, maltose. A lot of the sugar is hidden according to the name. Now, not all sugar is bad. Glucose and fructose, those are our main sugars that our body really wants to run the cell energy off of. However, it's the amount that you consume that's the danger. Why is sugar so addicting? Sugar is just as addicting as cocaine. When you look at the MRI scans, you can see that somebody who's on sugar and somebody who's on cocaine, the brain scans light up almost the same. The thing is, every time we do something, we have this dopamine release. Dopamine release, that's your reward. It's inside the brain. And what it does, it's the more concentrated the sugar is, the higher the dopamine response is. So what happens is that then you get too much, you get a down regulation. You get a down regulation of dopamine, meaning that you actually have to take more and more sugar in to get a response. Okay, again, it's hidden deep in the brain. And every time, now the difference between dopamine and serotonin is dopamine, it's that immediate reward system. The problem is that dopamine, it doesn't have a memory. This is why every time you do something foolish, you get this dopamine release, and you don't, I'm talking about foolish as a, okay, I don't want to do that again, but what happens? You do it again. Whereas serotonin, that's more long-term, and that has a memory. Okay, so I just want to make that one thing clear, because people ask, what's the difference between dopamine and serotonin when it comes to the brain and our reward system? You want to gradually wean yourself off sugar. I was addicted to sugar as a kid. I grew up in the 70s and early 80s. When we had nothing but sugar cereal, Pop-Tarts, soda, you name it, I was a sugarholic. So again, I'm not Mr. Perfect either, or Dr. Perfect either. So I do have my little binges here and there. Oh, by the way, I just want to let you know, nobody's perfect. These things, from my childhood. How do you get rid of it? Huh? Enjoy. But what you need to do is, the goal is to balance the insulin. You want to balance the insulin to help control the cravings. Now, how do you do that? One of the things you want to do, you want to increase your probiotic foods. When you're taking in long amounts of a lot of sugar, what happens? It erodes the stomach lining. You get this erosion, and it throws off the microbiome of your stomach. So your goal is you want to reseed the microbiome of your stomach and your digestive system, because a lot of sugar will give you candida symptoms. Now, if you have full-blown candida, what's going to happen is that you, as a guy, you may have, or anyone, you may have a white coating on your tongue. It may burn, Females, you may have more yeast infections because the balance of candida is thrown off. So your goal is for gut health, to restore the gut health. So how do you do that? Kefir, sauerkraut, apple cider vinegar will help. Natto. Those are just some examples of probiotic foods. Next you want to increase your protein. Why do you want to increase your protein? Because you want to stabilize that insulin response. Remember, with sugar, you're throwing the insulin like a teeter-totter. But with proteins, high-quality proteins, their goal is to balance the insulin. So it helps balance out the blood sugar. So once you balance out the blood sugar, it reduces the cravings. Now, protein, if you're going to go for a protein shake, I always recommend collagen protein or bone broth protein. Those are two high-quality protein shakes. Otherwise, you always want to go on the very organic side. Grass-fed beef, grass-fed turkey, wild-caught salmon, organic chicken, lentils, natto is a good protein to help balance out the body. Next, consuming healthy fats. We could either burn the sugar for energy, or we could burn the fat for energy. Now I'm talking about healthy fats. I'm not talking about hoes and ding-dongs. Yes, that tastes good, but I'm talking about the healthy fats that our body as a whole could benefit. And that is like coconut oil, olive oil, avocados, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate? Yes, dark chocolate because it's not milk chocolate, and with dark chocolate you still want to limit the consumption because you don't want to go overboard. You want to increase your fiber because you're taking away the carbohydrate, so your body still wants to feel full. So you want to increase your fiber because what it does, it helps you stay fuller longer. And the vegetables are loaded with detoxifiers because what you want to do, you want to detoxify your system to help clear up that bad candida, the candida symptoms. And how you do it with vegetables, avocados, berries, peas of that nature. Yeah, just start loading up your plate with more vegetables. And if you want to, what you do is that you load the plate with vegetables, and also too, to help curb that cravings with the healthy fat, you could put like grass-fed butter, Kerrygold butter, melt it, put it on top of the vegetables, and it's great. It tastes great. It helps stabilize the blood sugar. In the gradual switch over, you want to switch to stevia. Stevia is a little more safer than regular sugar. It helps wean off that sugar craving because you're still going to get that sweetness. And you're going to have different types: green leaf stevia, stevia extract, or Truvia is always a good substitute to help switch over from the sugar. In addition, supplements. Now again, I always recommend clean up the diet first. First and foremost, clean up the diet. And then you want to add some supplements. Supplements like the B complex. Because the B complex vitamins, what that's going to do, that's not only going to help the nervous system through this detoxification period, but also the goal of supplements is to help support glucose metabolism. So you got the B vitamins, you got chromium picolinate. Chromium picolinate is phenomenal to help stabilize blood sugar. Cinnamon. I have patients of mine who lose weight by sprinkling cinnamon on everything. Now they don't understand the exact mechanism of cinnamon, but what it does, it helps control blood sugar. In addition to green tea, alpha-lipoic acid, those are two phenomenal antioxidants. And turmeric, I didn't write this down, but turmeric. Turmeric not only is a phenomenal anti-inflammatory, but it helps stabilize blood sugar. So I hope this helps. Remember, again, so weaning off sugar is not an easy process. I understand that. I was a sugarholic when I was a kid, and I still have my little binges here and there, but I'm able to control it. But I hope this helps. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.